I have oil on?
We're on right now. You know what, guys? We're on right now. It's okay. This is Peregrina, by the way. Pastor said here, and we just want to have a fun time. Peregrina has been one of the most exciting people in our congregation over the years. I've been pastor in this church for 20 years now. She's been here most of the time with me, right? Is that right?
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Sorry.
And Peregrina's from a gigantic family. You think you have a big family with 5 people, right? How big is your family, Peregrina?
Well, officially my mom had 18 children, and I was the 18th one.
Okay, you can get back off the ground now because I know you fainted, okay? Because she's the 18th of 18 children. So did they pick on you quite a bit when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, every day?
And they still do.
They still do?
And they still won't forgive me for my mom and dad spoiling me because I was the baby.
That explains some things to me. To me, it explains some things because you spoiled. So you're spoiled, you say?
I was.
You were spoiled.
Well, now Gary spoils me.
Now, that's her husband. You've seen his testimony also. Peregrina is out of 18 kids. Now, did you grow up in a Christian home or was this a different kind of home?
It was a very religious home.
Religious home, okay. How would you explain religious home?
We went to church every Sunday.
Okay, all
when
right.
my mom and dad were alive.
Okay.
We said the rosary every night.
Okay, so you're Catholic.
On our knees,
Okay.
yeah.
Catholic. And at some point you had to change though, because you're a Christian church now.
Yes.
What happened to cause you to leave the tradition of the religious thing that you were doing?
Well, I had my life planned out.
You had it all planned out.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Well,
Tell me your story here. Come on. Get it out.
I would read my Bible. I thought, reading the Bible, doing good things would get me to heaven.
Okay.
And then I met Gary, and he was from the same faith, Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
And he started reading his Bible, and then we started dating, and we had a conversation. What are you going to do? I said, well, I'm going to marry a Mexican guy
Right.
that drives a Ford Granada.
Okay.
Nobody knows this except Gary and I, but yeah.
The whole world knows.
This
now.
is what we were dating. I was going to marry a Mexican that drove a Ford Granada because that was tradition for I'm Mexican
Okay.
from descent.
Is
We marry Mexican.
Is Gary Mexican?
No, Gary's white.
Gary's white. Does he drive a Ford Granada?
No, but he drives Fords.
It drives Fords. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
this is really interesting. Now you're going to marry a Mexican guy that drove a Ford Granada. I'm not even going to ask you why a Ford Granada. I'm not even going to ask that question because we don't have enough time to go there.
There was logic involved.
Some kind of logic involved here,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't want to deal with your logic right this very moment, Mike. Somebody's going to wonder why in the world she would have a Ford Granada. But I don't know that.
Don't call.
Don't call about that. Don't call her. We'll find out here. But so that didn't happen. So you
Right.
end up with Gary, but
We started dating.
you start dating. Okay.
And then, dating led to marriage.
Right.
And, I didn't need the Mexican guy with the Ford Granada.
Because you had Gary with the Ford, some other kind of Ford, right?
He had a Ford Mustang at the
Ford
time.
Mustang. So now what happened as far as your life though? Because you had an experience with God
Right.
that changed your life. What happened?
Well, Gary accepted the Lord first,
All right.
and then he started sharing with me about the Lord. And of course, I was born a Catholic. I was gonna live a Catholic. I was gonna die a Catholic.
Yeah.
But he led me to the Lord. So I accepted the Lord when I was 19.
19 years, just a baby, huh?
Yeah.
Just a baby. At 19 years old, you accepted the Lord, and you've grown into things like that. We won't talk about age here, okay? We want to keep that, because see this hand right here? This little hand might slap me. That's what she might do. I don't trust this little hand right here. So you now you led to the Lord, and what kind of changes did you see from living a traditional Christian Catholic life to religious life to now Christian? What some changes?
There was a lot of confusion at first, because I was, being a new Christian, I thought, okay, I still have to do certain things. And as I grew in the Lord, I discovered that it wasn't about what I did, it was about what Jesus did for me on the cross.
Amen. Amen.
It's not about my rituals, it's about what he did. It's not about,
Yes.
it's about his faith and what he did for me.
Right. Amen. Fantastic.
And that's how I grew.
Good.
And I continue growing.
You continue to grow. I'm going to speed up way up to where we are right now because one thing that you do that you don't even know that I know this already, but you're an intercessor. You pray for people quite a bit. I mean, what does that cause you to pray so much? What is it that gets you going like that?
I just have time when I walk in the mornings. I pray for people, and I decided years ago that whenever somebody's name came into my thoughts, that I would pray for them, whether they're here, or they used to come here, you know, ex-members.
Right, yeah.
You know, I just pray for them, and the prayer of a faithful servant avails much.
Yes, amen. You're the righteous woman of God that prays for everybody. It has a heart to pray for other people as well. Not because it's not just I'll pray for you when I get home. Now you pray right on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually walking and thinking, and all of a sudden the name comes, you begin to pray right away.
Yeah.
And you've seen people's lives changed around as well as a result of that.
Mm-hmm.
I've known some of the testimony you've talked about. Kind of exciting to watch that happen. Then now something you do in our church, you serve people every Sunday. I mean, you're kind of in charge of something you didn't expect to be in charge of.
No.
You're our ministry. What do we call you? The
Hospitality?
hospitality coordinator or something like that, right?
Yes.
And you coordinate all the hospitality because you're a hospitable person. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, I am. Okay. Yes, but you have to be hospitable. So, but you do every Sunday. We have a remarkable setting over there. We have cookies and cakes and some healthy stuff as well, with carrots and that kind of stuff.
And season
fruits
when it's available.
Yeah, and what have you. And the folks just, we spend a lot of time next door at our little fellowship area.
Yes, and I am amazed how people hang around more, and that's what it's all about. Because when we first started coming, I mean, even Gary, he was, as soon as we were out the door, let's get in the car and go.
Right.
But now he likes to hang around, and he talks to people.
Well, he can't leave you though. So.
Right. He's threatened a couple times.
I gotta go. But we'll stick around for maybe 35, 45 minutes sometimes.
Right.
And
right.
you're going to be going back over there just a few minutes. People are over there right now, chowing down, laughing, having a good time, fellowshipping, talking about what we just talked about in Sunday morning service and everything.
Right.
So it's kind of a cool thing. You enjoy doing that?
I do. I enjoy serving people. If there's something going on where there's food involved, I want to be in the kitchen.
Yes.
You know, I want to be.
You're right in the middle of it. I imagine that having 18 children in a home. I guess you had to learn how to cook pretty early in your life.
Well,
or maybe not. They had everybody to cook for you, probably.
Well, what happened was, okay, out of the 18, when I was, I think, 6, there was 11 of us left. And then, then one of my sisters died. And then, so for the longest time, there was 10 of us left. Then my parents died by the time I was 12. They were both gone.
Okay, all right.
So, out of necessity, because I was 12, my sister was 13. By the time I was 13, I guess, I had to learn how to cook.
Right, okay.
And my first meal wasn't that great.
Okay, so you had the hospitality ministry start right there. And it wasn't that great.
Right, it was supposed to be chicken soup with rice.
Yes.
And it ended up being arroz con pollo, which is
Arroz con pollo.
chicken and rice. Because I put so much rice in the soup that
it wasn't soup anymore.
It wasn't soup anymore. Because I love rice. So.
Okay. And you love chicken, so that could be a specialty you have right now then.
It could, but in fact I serve it a lot.
Okay, see, you learned it at 13 years old. How about that? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Was that a hard thing to do?
No.
Not really hard at all. Listen, appreciate you guys taking time to watch Peregrina. This is Peregrina Rodenius, right? Peregrina Rodenius. Her husband's an author, by the way. He writes books and stuff. He's a big time author, big time guy. You'll see him on the internet,
yeah,
Amazon.com. And was it Methuselah's Table is the name of his book, by the way. He gets another plug on this particular video right here, so good deal. Bless you, this is Pastor Sid, sign off right now. You pick up your own Reach One More website, reachonemore.us, and you'll be able to get your own website as well. So we'll see you next time. Bless you with another testimony down the road.